Hello everybody and welcome to what is going to be quite a long video of me talking about the data download for the 11 million downloads event. I actually made a video yesterday talking about what we already knew about this event, a little bit of announcements, but then the data download dropped and I wasn't sure if the data download was just going to have a little bit of stuff to tide us over until next week, just had the new tickets, updates and stuff like that. But no, it has everything. It has everything. It's quite extensive. I have a feeling the devs are under the impression that because they've managed to prevent people from playing on emulator, that we wouldn't be able to do the data download, but well, I mean, here we are. Here we are. So let's talk about the new stuff. Let's get the first boring thing out of the way. They've updated Ozeki Shinya's sprite and thumbnail because the text on his fundoshi was wrong. So that's definitely an update that needed to be made to a launch 3-star unit, but perhaps could be a sign of Hinamaru Zumo content to come. We can only pray. As for the new characters, we already knew about one of these, the Toshiro Hitsugaya. Did we know about that yesterday? No, I suppose we didn't. We only knew about Keiji yesterday. Well, Toshiro Hitsugaya and a new Dark Schneider, which is very interesting. We haven't had any bastard content since it was added to the game. And his sprite looks pretty good. His name's Wizard King Dark Schneider. Had a bit of trouble translating that. I shouldn't have. But the way I found it in the end is actually exact same title as Mavis from Fairy Tail, Wizard King. So there you go. And we also have a new Hijikata Toshiro from Gintama. And I'm not particularly excited about this edition. Gintama already gets a lot of love. And I think this would be acceptable if this was the only Gintama love we were getting in this event, but sadly it's not. Look, I mean, you know, people know my feelings on Gintama as a series, but that doesn't really affect my feelings of it being added to the game, having new characters in the game. It's just sometimes it feels a little bit like, yeah, okay, but didn't really need that, did we? Didn't really need that. But there are new heroes, Getcha. This does mark, I think, how many events have we had so far? This is the 5th event this year. So we have had a character ticket pack for 1 of 5 events in 2021. Every other event has only had 1 or 2 standard gacha units, or like maybe a standard gacha unit on a separate banner. So there's been no character ticket packs. They know how popular those ticket packs are, otherwise they wouldn't have put it in the Naruto Feature Festival. Because for the price of like, it's like, what, £13? Like $20, something like that? You can get one of these new heroes guaranteed. They haven't done that. They haven't done that for most of the events this year. We probably won't get one for the anniversary either, so there's only 2 events left before the anniversary after this one that we could possibly get those tickets on, which would be Katekyo Hitman Reborn, or whatever the survey series is. We know it's going to be one of 3, Sakigake or Tokojuku, The Promised Neverland, or Yu-Gi-Oh! I would hope that if it's Yu-Gi-Oh! At least, I would imagine they will do a ticket pack, because there's got to be more than 2 standard gacha units, surely. But yeah, I'm a bit torn on the banner, but I am very happy about new content for Bastard and Dark Schneider looking very nice. Moving on to other banners we've got. Let's talk about the limiteds. We have... This one's quite interesting. We have Yami Tsukihiro from Black Clover, Sharpened Blade Yami Tsukihiro, which is the name of one of the chapters he features quite heavily in. It might be the chapter where he fights Veto, I'm not sure. But that is the version of Yami we are getting. And he looks kind of cool. I mean, a lot of people have pointed out his sprite isn't drastically different from the one we had before, but look, if you're going to go into this event with that mindset, you're not going to be happy about what you're seeing later. Let me tell you that now. I think Yami's perfectly fitting to be a limited. I think this is going to be it's quite a cool moment in the series. Man could cut, you know? So I'm quite excited about him. However, I absolutely will not be pulling. Maybe one multi, maybe one. Cheeky multi, but that's it. The reason for that is because, A, I am saving up for all the other events that are coming up. I'm very excited about Katekyo Hitman Reborn, Yu-Gi-Oh!, The Promised Neverlands, Otokojuku, and potentially Anniversary. So, Ruby's being stretched a little bit tight, plus we don't know when Ageha from Siren's going to be added, and I'm kind of looking forward to that as well, so it's very tricky for me. But I cannot ignore the fact that we have got adult version of Hitsugaya Toshiro from Bleach. This is one of the rawest moments in the fucking entire series. He is one of the coolest characters in the entire series. And let me tell you, I was very much looking forward to his addition. I was hoping, praying, that whoever the Freeze Limited was, they would be from Bleach. And then when Shirahoshi came out, I assumed that was the super strong Freeze Limited they talked about, which, I mean, to be fair, she is. But, look, we got Toshiro, probably most likely going to be the blue equivalent to our red Tanjiro, who is one of my favourite units in the entire game, not just because I love Tanjiro, but because he is so much fun to play with. So, pray for me that is the case, because I do want to do summons on this banner. And I think if he wasn't the blue Toshiro, I'd be very torn about that. Because I need to save other events as well. Rubies are a little bit tight right now. But so cool that he's being added. I'm very, very excited about that. And in terms of other new characters, I think that's all the Gacha units. We have quite a few event units. So we have Athena, who we talked about before. I think at this point we can safely say she will be the tower unit. We've had no new info on what's happening next tower season, which is when the current reprints are going to end. There is no banner indicating what she does in the files. Typically speaking, that is an indicator of one of two things. Either one, you're being given away for free or as part of a different event that's not tied to the stuff that's on right now. Or two, you're going to be in the tower. And I have a feeling she's going to be in the tower. She's probably going to be similar to Wakatoshi Ushijima. So hopefully you guys have got medals saved up. I know a lot of people do, but she's probably going to cost a lot. She probably is going to cost a lot. There might be a tower event tied into it. And considering this is a big milestone event, perhaps we could see a lot of goodies being given out in tower. I hope so. Especially with Taiwan having a special tower event on right now. Would be interesting. For the event units, we have Kalsu from Bastards, who, to be honest, never thought would be added. Not because of his role in the series or anything, just because I thought Bastard was not going to get any more content. Or I thought maybe if it did, we'd get a version 2 Dark Schneider. That's not even the final form of Dark Schneider. We can have more. They can add more for sure. But interesting to see Kalsu get added. Sadly, a Transcendent. And weirdly enough, both the new heroes count a Transcendent, which means both of these free-to-play units are probably going to be not that great. If we're honest, probably not great at all. But we have a version 2 Okita Sogo, the Prince of Sadists, Okita Sogo. And I am very disappointed in this character for multiple reasons. Number one, his sprite looks really old. It looks like this is a costume of the original Okita Sogo, and it's not like a new sprite that's been remade just for this event. He's a Transcendent as well. More Gintama characters, I'm kind of not feeling that very much. And if we're honest, these Transcendents, you could have just put characters I guess what they were doing was they added Kalsu and they were like, okay, we can't not give Gintama an extra unit if we're giving Bastard an extra unit, so they gave Gintama an extra unit. But, Toshiro doesn't even counter a Bleach unit, so there was no reason that Toshiro had to counter a Gintama unit. But, look, that's just how it is. Next up, we have Shishion Makoto from Rurouni Kenshin. This is from the absolute final moments of the fight against Kenshin. in the final battle. You can tell by there's certain signs on how his costume's ripped up. And I would say that it's, compared to, say, Okita Sogo, it's actually like a sprite that looks like it's had some effort put in, but at the same time, does not look drastically different from the original. The aura definitely looks better, but it's a weird thing all in all, because it's like, he's still red, he's still a catastrophe stage, he still has a fire aura. I assume they're going to make him a burn unit, which is fine, that's cool, that's fine. But do we have a burn equivalent to Dome yet? I'm not sure. Maybe he's that, I don't know. But if we're really being honest, this is a strange one. Especially because, like, if you're gonna add, I could totally understand more Kenshin content in this event based on, it's like the call to battle and it's about feudal era Japan. But, like, Shishion, it just doesn't feel different enough to warrant being added in this event. Like, if this was in a Kenshin event and you were just looking for another boss to add, I totally get it. Or if you were going to make him into a limited or something like that, he's like a villain limited or a villain standard gacha, then that makes sense. But making him like the same event we already had, I don't know how I feel about that. But it could be an interesting event, you don't know. And then we have Veto from Black Clover. I have no real thoughts on Veto being added, if I'm honest. But he is there. Sprite looks pretty good, I guess. Sprite looks pretty good, I don't know. And our other 3 units, obviously we already knew about Keiji. We didn't exactly know how he's going to be added. Quite surprised to see that he is a Unity battle. And he's the first Unity battle, like, redeemable character we've had in a while. I'm hoping he's going to be quite good, because typically Unity battle characters are quite strong, but I think this is our first one of 2021. So I'm hoping he is a marked improvement, especially as he is a protagonist. This is not a villain you're getting. This is not like some random character from the series. This is the protagonist of his series. A series that doesn't get much love on Jumputi. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping that the other Keiji stuff comes back, because they haven't announced... I mean, I don't see Fumakotaro in any of the gacha. But they also haven't announced, like, if Kanetsuga Naoe's stage is coming back. Which, I mean... that stage, like, I can't remember the last time it was actually reprinted, so it would be kind of a shame if they didn't, but there you go. And weirdly, thrown into this event, and I'm not really sure why, we have Carrot from One Piece. I did kind of think we might get a One Piece character, but we'll touch more on One Piece a little bit later. Just letting you know, Carrot's there. She's free to play. She's a pretty standard event. You collect carrots and trade them in for rewards. In terms of the other stuff, because there is other stuff in here that doesn't have new characters, we have the choice, not the choice, the selection limited gacha, which was the one where we voted on a website who we wanted to be, like, in a special gacha in February. Well, this is the special gacha. It seems you will be able to summon on this gacha with rubies, but you will also have your ticket, which gets you a guaranteed 5-star. Although it's a little bit strange with the ticket, because there are 3 versions of this ticket in the files. There's one that has like a number 1 on it. Then there's one that says limited on it. And then there's the original one, which just says selection on it. So I don't know which one is which. I don't know if we're going to get multiple chances to pull on this gacha. I'm hoping we do. It would be very, very cool of them to give a free limited from that selection, because that is an incredible selection. Just on the banner image, you've got Naruto Sasuke dual unit, you've got Rengoku, you've got Evil Messiah Dio, and you have also got Kibutsuji Muzan. So pretty good, pretty good. Hopefully we do indeed get a free limited from that. I don't think we are, because those are pretty nice units to be given away for free. But like I said, there are multiple versions of this ticket in the file, so you're just going to have to wait until the full announcement. Obviously, we're going to post everything on the website. For the defeat gacha, or the boost gacha, for the Veto stage, we have... Who do we have? Shaka, the new Hitsugaya. Hitsugaya? The new Toshiro. Hijikata Toshiro. We have Tsukuyo and we have Hibari Kyoya. Nice little lineup. All 2020 units and one 2021 unit. Very, very nice gacha. But does anybody have the rubies to pull on these gacha right now? I know I fucking don't. We have the Defeat Shishion Makoto banner, which includes Sagara Sanosuke, Cavendish, Aquarius Camus, and Ukyo from Dr. Stone. So we've got a 2021 unit, a 2020 unit, and two 2019 units. Cavendish is good, Sanosuke is very good, and I'm assuming this stage is similar to Shishio's original stage, so Sanosuke is going to be very good there. And you've got Ukyo, who is a 2021 unit. And Camus is really a nice unit as well. Again, who's got the rubies to put on these banners? But the absolute worst offender here, the Unity Battle gacha, the one that gives you boosted units for Keiji. We've got Hadla, Shika Amatori, Mario Leona, and Himejima. So, a lot of really old units there. Not bad units, obviously, otherwise they wouldn't be on this gacha. But I don't really know, when we've got like a pool update and we've got shitloads of tickets to be summoning with, how you could justify using rubies on this gacha. You just couldn't. You just couldn't. We have the Carrot Boost gacha. That just seems to be a mix of characters. We've got Bartolomeo, Kamui, version 2 Yukanda, and Makibao, who's recently been buffed. Again, Makibao's quite an old unit, Bartolomeo quite an old unit, Kamui is 2020, he's pretty nice unit, and Yukanda is end of 2020, pretty nice unit. Again, not summoning on that. I can't understand how anybody's going to be summoning on anything other than like maybe the new heroes, probably the limiteds more than anything, and that limited selection might be very tasty for a lot of people. We need to see the steps. We need to know for sure how that's going to be laid out. We do also have a guaranteed 5-star gacha, but seemingly it's only going to go up to 2020 units, not up to 2021. So it's 5 steps. Normally with these ones, it will be like guaranteed 5-star first multi, then second multi, 2 guaranteed 5 stars, then third multi, 3, and then fourth multi will be like 1, but it's like a 2020 unit, and then 5th multi will be guaranteed 5-star unit, and maybe the guaranteed 5 stars will be 2019 or later, I don't know. Or maybe they'll all be 2020, that'd be kind of cool. But no 2021 units on the banner, and until we have more info on that, I would say probably stay away from that one. We have the Tower gacha, which is giving us Marco, Sunita, version, I don't know, fucking 50 Vegeta, the one from Namek, Rokudo Mukuro, and Boruto. These gacha are always quite tempting, especially when you've got Marco on there. I said this when he was released. He's going to be one of those characters that just keeps coming back. They did the same thing with Ukyo in the Defeat Shishion Makoto banner. These characters are added early in the year because they know they're going to reprint them again and again and again, and you're not going to be able to pull them on tickets for a very long time. So banners like that are quite tempting. And we have a reprint of Tezuka as a popular Tower Limited. I already have him, so it doesn't bother me. Good unit. Probably not worth pulling on during this event though. Probably not worth putting this event. Now for the tickets and stuff, I mean, we have a guaranteed, I don't even know if that's guaranteed, we have the 11 million downloads event ticket, which it's not guaranteed anything, because I can see 4 stars and 5 stars and 3 stars on there. But it does appear to include later characters. Oh, I suppose it'll be after the pool update. Yeah, so it will include 2020 characters in it. So Potentially some very nice units there. They might have some featured units like Black Clover, Gintama, Bleach, I don't know. But we can see the newer Byakuya there from 2020. So potentially a chance to get some good units on that if you're lucky. We've got that's the selection gacha we talked about before, guaranteed 5-star. Obviously all the ticket banners have updated, but I mean, the images on the banners don't really mean anything. It's just, you just know that there's 2020 units in there now. Of course, pretty much, I think every banner image now has a 2020 unit on it. At least one. At least one 2020 unit on it. I mean, fair enough, but don't expect to just suddenly get them all. Because you've still got all the 2019 and 2018 units in there. From this event, we are going to be getting a 11 million downloads choice ticket, which is going to let you choose. I don't know if that's going to be. It looks like an early 2020 unit, probably like first half of 2020 or Annie and before. I'm not sure. It might go a bit later than Annie, but it'll be like, yeah, like mid 2020 and before. Otherwise, they'd put some characters from later in the year on the banner image, I think. So it'll probably go up as far as the Dragon Ball Feature Festival. So still nice, still nice. We'll be getting choice ticket updates later in the year anyway, so it's fine. We have special packs. These are the daily gift packs where you get a little bit each day. The first pack is 980 yen for 1,000 rubies and 10 jewel shards. Very, very worth it. Super cheap. And you get 1,000 rubies and a free jewel out of it. Well, not free, you have to pay for it, but it's only 980 yen, so it's pretty cheap. The 5-day pack, 1960 yen, gives you 100 rubies and 50 silver tickets. So 5 multis and 100 rubies. For me, this is probably not worth it. I've already got a shitload of tickets anyway. I mean, it could be cool, but I mean, by the time I'm buying this pack, I would have already done all my summons on stream on the Saturday, so it doesn't mean anything to me. The next one is a 10-day pack, 300 rubies and 10 5-star tickets for 29.40. So a multi of 5 stars for about 3,000 yen. Again, I don't think it's a bad sale necessarily. Especially if you're new to the game, that's going to be a lot of 5-star units, potentially some from the newer pool. I guess you could make the same argument for the silver tickets, potentially. But the first pack is far and away the best one here. Absolutely. We have a limited time discount sale, 490 yen for 500 rubies. That is a good sale. 72 hours only. And then we have 1,500 rubies for 3,680 yen. If you're ever wondering if you're getting a good deal, basically the best way to tell is to look at the pack. If you could only buy it once, it's probably a really good deal. If you could buy it twice, probably not. There are exceptions to that, of course, but generally speaking, if you see these ones that are like middle price range rubies, like 1,500 rubies, and it says 3,680 yen, it's not really a good deal. It's cheaper. It is cheaper. It's not really like a good deal, but the 500 rubies is gone from 110 to 500, only 490 yen. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. We have a sale pack that gives you 1,000 rubies and a choice ticket with an updated pool. That seems to include 2020 units in it. It's got Daigyo and Jackie in there. 4,900 yen. You can buy 3 times 1,000 rubies in the choice ticket. For me, it's not worth it, but again, for you, might be worth it. It's really up to you. But for me, the choice ticket packs are rarely worth it. Rarely worth it. We have the what is this? Second anniversary of Tower. Is it the second anniversary of Tower already? Okay. Second anniversary of Tower ticket pack, or not ticket pack, jewel pack. 3060 yen, 750 rubies of one of each jewel. I never really buy these packs. I'm much more interested in getting rubies than jewels, so if I was going to buy the pack that gives 3 jewels, I would buy the one that gives me 3,000 rubies, even though it is quite expensive. And we have another one that gives you some scrolls. 980 yen for 230 rubies and 5 ultimate scrolls. And not awful, not great. Not great. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it from the events on Japan. Lots of stuff they've given us. Carrot surprises me. Carrot definitely was a surprise. I guess she kind of fits the theme. I don't know. But I'm not really sure. It looks like the Carrot event will also give us a chance to get more of these 11 million downloads tickets. I don't know how many, but hopefully quite a few. So make sure to bring the boosted characters for that if you have it. Again, don't recommend summoning on that gacha. And we've got a couple of stamps. We've got a new Yami chat stamp and a new Keiji chat stamp. I never use chat stamps, so those do not matter to me. But yeah, I think that's about it from Japan. Taiwan, however, also has some new information. Open up. Oh, also on Japan, we've got the countdown banners, which at this point, I really would struggle to suggest people pull on those because it's not really. I don't know. Like, it's not that the banners are bad. I mean, I guess they are. They are quite nice. My issue with them really is just that there's so much good stuff on, and these banners, especially the green one. Oh wait, no, the green. I'm thinking of the green one on Taiwan. The green one's not bad on JP actually. The green one's not bad on JP. Look, you can pull on these banners if you want. You'll get a guaranteed limited. Like, I think it's on the 7th multi, and I don't think there's any like really bad limiteds. Deku is not that good. Probably don't pull on the yellow one. Deku's not that good. I don't know. I would say the blue banner's the best for me. It's got Seiya, it's got Bobo Pachinosuke, it's got Avan, it's got Hiko Seijiro. Generally speaking, though, I tend to stay away from these banners, or if I'm gonna summon on them, I normally do like one multi, which is not necessarily the best way to do it because that's a good way to hemorrhage rubies. But look, gotta do what you gotta do. And for me, it was just a few occasional summons that got out of hand. Anyway, on Taiwan, obviously, they have taken the One Piece event that we got for New Year, and they have added a part 2 to that event. And in that part 2, we already knew that there was going to be a new Roronoa Zoro as a limited. However, there is a second additional limited in the form of Vinsmoke Sanji. He is going to be a limited for Valentine's Day, and he's quite a highly anticipated character on my part. A character I definitely did want to see added. Something about this new Zoro, like the sprite is a million times better than the original, don't get me wrong. And it is one of the like more hype moments for Zoro. It's I don't know. Whichever he used on Pika, whichever attack he used on Pika, that is the Zoro that we have here. Point is, we got Zoro. Pretty cool. We also have what's called a Heroine match. We've had events similar to this before, but this is the first time they've done it like this. This is a Taiwan exclusive thing where you get to choose which heroine is your heroine. You get the badge of which heroine you're supporting, and you can get Tashigi or Hiyori. As far as I can tell, and I don't know this for sure, but as far as I can tell, you can only get one or the other. That doesn't sound right. And I have a feeling you are going to be able to get both. But I don't know. I can't read Japanese. Chinese. I can't read Japanese either. But the sprites look very nice. The sprite looks very nice. Zoro's pretty cool. I'm way more interested in Sanji. I'm sorry. Sanji's so cool. This does kind of seem like something that they're going to be doing on Taiwan, where they are going to take events that we're going to do, and they're going to add something to it. In exchange, they're going to skip over one of the events that we're doing and save that for later. And I believe the reason that they would do that is because we are going to be hitting up events that they are not going to have. For example, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, not available on Taiwan. If we get a Part 6 event or a JoJo Ensemble event or something like that, they're not going to be able to have that. So we're going to be doing that. They can hit up some of the events that they skipped out earlier in the year for us. Same again for Saint Seiya. If we hit up a Saint Seiya event and it's all units they already have, that means they're kind of limited in what they can do with that. So it's better to expand on an event that we had, and they can bring another event that they skipped up to when we have the Saint Seiya event. That's what I think is happening. So we got Sanji, and Sanji counters Pudding, who is a catastrophe. Pudding's sprite looks brilliant. Sanji's sprite looks brilliant. All of the sprites look brilliant. Look, what can I say? But that is not all. That is not all. Because if you are playing on the Taiwan server, you will also very soon be able to get Kyuubi Chakra Mode Minato from Naruto. Like I said, they expanded the One Piece event. It looks like they're going to take the Naruto Feature Festival and expand upon that as well. Considering they gave One Piece 3 limiteds when it only had 1 on JP, there's a very good chance that Naruto may get the same treatment. This is, however, a sign that, I mean, if you include both versions, One Piece has 4 limiteds in 2021. It's only February, which is a lot. It's a lot. But look, I mean, that sprite looks pretty damn nice. I really like Minato, so the fact that I don't have version 1 and now there's a version 2 that's only available on Taiwan, quite sad. It's quite sad. But there you have it. Taiwan's got some pretty cool stuff going on. JP's got some pretty cool stuff going on. It's a big time. It's a big time to be playing Jumputi Heroes. We've also got the ticket pool update, which I mentioned before. That is coming on Saturday. That is only on JP. Taiwan will get a ticket pool update, but it'll be much later. Also, if you're playing on emulator, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. I think I did. Basically, the game doesn't really work on emulator anymore. At the moment, Taiwan is working on emulator. But on JP, it basically says you're using like fraudulent device, so fuck off. Which is not very nice, but you can't really play. All I can suggest is transferring to phone. There are multiple emulators that I have not tried that potentially could work, but a lot of the emulators that I have used in the past that I've been very comfortable with using, they don't seem to work anymore. One of my old go-to emulators, it turned out actually like the whole website got breached, and it was like when you installed the emulator, it was Bitcoin mining on your machine in the background. So be careful what you install because that can happen. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. If you're wondering, I'm definitely pulling on Toshiro. 100%. Even if he doesn't end up being the freeze version of Tanjiro, I just love Toshiro, bro. I just love him. And I might do 500 on Yami. I don't think I can justify doing many summons on this event. Maybe 500 for Dark Schneider as well. Maybe. If we get lucky with Toshiro, maybe. We'll do summons on stream. I am going to stream that, when the event comes out. The event isn't supposed to come out until, like, 15th? Is that Monday? Monday? It's Monday. So the event's not supposed to start until the 15th, so I'll probably stream at some point next week. And I'm also going to stream this week on Saturday when the ticket pools update. There's a lot of summons I'm going to have to do. It's going to take a while. So we're definitely going to be doing that. And, yeah, which characters are you most excited for from this event? Even if it's like the Taiwan exclusives, who are you excited for there? And if they do continue to do this like trend of like adding to events, which series would you like to see get that kind of treatment? Because I know a lot of people aren't too happy when certain series get too much attention. Which series do you think has had too much attention and it needs to just have some of that attention moved over to Taiwan so JP can go do other stuff? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.